thought I'd just make a little update video trying to get back working on this thing. I have not done a whole lot to it, pretty much anything in the last year or so. Been busy with other stuff. So I'm just trying to get back at it right now. I've made a list, and it's quite the big list. Figured if I'd make an update video, this would help kind of keep me motivated. So some of the things we have to do, I have to wire up the fans here. I'm using an old set of fans from a Grand Am that I parted out a couple years back. I made some brackets and just kind of stuck those on there. I gotta redo my charge piping. It wasn't turning out the way I liked it, so I'm redoing that. I did change the water pump because it was leaking while it was sitting here. So I pulled the aluminum water pump off the 350 I had sitting in the garage here. Now I'm just trying to sort out which pulleys to get everything lined up. Having some issues trying to get you're trying to remember how power steering all bolts up and everything on these. I have an idea how it bolts up. I just need to get it lined up properly. Looking at it from this angle, you can kind of see my alignment's a little off there, so I gotta shim that properly and get it bolted up at the block down there. So can't really see that. It's down below the manifold. The exhaust is done off the turbos back to, I guess, the rear floor pan where the mufflers are gonna go. I just got to get the mufflers on. I might just dump it for this year, or for now. Then I'll run some tailpipes up and over the axle, do some body work on this thing. Basically just trying to get this thing so I can drive it this year. It's not going to be pretty or nothing, but it just needs to move again. It's been, well, this be about 20 years since I last drove this thing, this coming year, so it's been a while. I have lots to do to go through it. I gotta check out the brakes and everything like that. Trunk floor needs patched up. Thinking for the trunk floor, I'm just gonna cut out a piece of sheet metal that fits. Probably just rivet that in there for this year. The floor has a couple spots that need a little patching done. Like I was saying, some of the body work, like we got some rust here that's coming through, stuff like that around the rear quarter windows. Trying to keep motivated and hopefully get this thing out, maybe driving within another couple months. Just pick away at it every night or every other night for at least 20 minutes a time and see how far we get. I still have to order a couple flex pipes and plumb in the wastegates. I'm just going to plumb the wastegates back into the downpipes. I gotta do that. What else we got? Fuel tank has to go in. Patching up the trunk floor before the fuel tank goes in. Got fuel pump. I need to hook up all that, wire that in. Fuel line. Feed line, I would like to replace the feed and return. I have half-inch feed line here, but it's pretty hard from sitting over the years. It doesn't really want to flex too well. Worst case, I might just use that for a return for now. Depends on if I can get my fuel pressure down low enough with the electric pump. And ideally, I'd just like to run like a half-inch feed, and they say with the boosted stuff to go to a larger return line. That way you can get your fuel pressure dialed in a little better. So if I ran a half-inch feed, I would have to run a 5/8 return, I believe. So still thinking of moving the battery to the trunk. Not sure I'm going to do that right away. I'm just trying to keep it simple and get this thing going for now. I did add post here so I can wire in accessories. That's off like a same style truck as my 93 Chevy. That's just one of their power feeds. You got one supply line, and you can tap in your powers off of there. So I use that for wiring up my fans and whatever else I need to wire up. There's a bunch of wiring I've been trying to clean up under here too. It's just a mess from the previous owner. I've learned a lot over the years too to wire it up a little better. I have to change the turbo on the truck. It's smoking pretty bad. I'll probably do a video on that. It's requiring a little bit of fabrication to change with the turbo I got. And then once the truck's out of the way and mobile again, I can get this thing back out in the driveway, where I can actually do the welding on it, because you can see my walls right there, and I don't have much room in here to work on this thing. So, and that'll probably be about it for this one. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.